Thank you so much, Sam, and just hearing you and just feeling your passion and really your determination on this issue. I said a while ago, and this was after Parkland, that if, and I say this to members of Congress, if you don't want to follow our young people, get out of their way. Just get out of their way, because they are leading the charge for all of us. And so thank you so much for your words and your continued determination. I just want to say welcome to all, and I want to say a thank you to our senators, Senator Blumenthal, Senator Murphy, for the great work that they've done in the Senate, and for their indefatigable continuing of never giving up in this area. And I also want to recognize Congressman Himes, Congressman Johanna Hayes, and of course to the family members, Kristen Song, Sam Schwartz, Judy Richardson. We are in awe of your strength, each and every one of you, to continue the fight every day. But that's true of everyone here, and I'm so grateful for the pictures, because that's the story. That is, these are not faceless individuals. These are not people that are not, no, they are our sons, our daughters, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, our aunts, our uncles. They are our family, and that's what should be remembered, who they are and the lives they led, and the lives that were cut short because of this gun violence that we experience in this country. So all of your great work in supporting the reforms in preventing gun violence keeps our families safe. And we are facing violence in schools. I think it's so tragic that youngsters have to scope out which is the best escape route, or they have to leave with their hands raised high, you know, as they leave our school buildings, which are supposed to be safe havens for our youngsters, but in grocery stores, shopping malls, banks, local communities. 600 mass shootings this year, including yesterday in Las Vegas. And I sat with Dina Titus this morning, who was, and so just shaking her head, you know, in disbelief, but it's not disbelief. And she said to me, Rosa, she says, I know we'll stand and we'll deal with thoughts and with prayers. Well, thoughts and prayers are good. We all want to share those thoughts. We all pray. We all pray in our own way, but it is about this institution, which is an institution of action. It's action. That is what is necessary. Let's couple that with our thoughts and with our prayers. And I want to just say a thank you to Senator Blumenthal offering unanimous consent motion yesterday to provide immediate consideration of Ethan's law in the U.S. Senate. And as he pointed out, the Senate Republicans blocked this action. It's a simple bill. It talks about gun storage. It's not taking anybody's gun away from them. It's about safety and it's about health. You know, losing one child to accidental gun violence is too many, which is, I'm so proud to introduce Ethan's Law in the House. We have 205 co-sponsors, and that's because of the work of Kristen Song. She does that, going door to door, literally. And we have a discharge petition, which we have 204 members on, so we're going to keep it up. And as I said, this is a very simple piece of legislation. Safe storage of firearms to ensure that a child or someone who should not have access to lawfully to have a gun, that from keeping them from getting a gun that they do harm to themselves or to others. And you know Kristen and Mike's Song's story. Tragically lost their son Ethan 5 years ago. He was killed with an unsecured gun in his best friend's house. And Kristen and Mike's advocacy has been monumental in the fight to save lives from gun violence. And after Ethan's death, they fought and they advocated throughout Connecticut. They passed Ethan's Law in Connecticut. And as Senator Murphy pointed out, there is progress. There is progress. We passed the bill in the Senate. Yes, not all that we wanted, but the bill was passed. But Ethan's Law, when going door to door at the state legislature, that got the bill passed there. So it's common sense safety measure. And so, and now the fight is here at the Capitol to pass Ethan's Law in the House of Representatives. Last Congress, we did just that as part of Protecting Our Kids Act. So we have done it. We will keep at it. And you know, and there has been a recent Connecticut incident on September 30th in Bridgeport, a 14-year-old youngster accidentally shot himself. There were 20 unsecured guns in the household. He has survived, but with serious brain damage. So you think about what the rest of his life is about. As members of Congress, it's our sacred duty to protect the American people, especially our children. There is no more noble cause that we fight for here, and we have failed. Doing nothing to prevent these tragedies is cowardly and it is shameful. We need to take action so that innocent children will not continue to die in our society. We all know what happened 11 years ago in Sandy Hook. Our hearts were broken. It was senseless and unthinkable. 26 beautiful souls on that cold December day. Our community is still traumatized. Our hearts ache for the parents, the grandparents, the sisters and the brothers and the friends, for the lives that were lost on what was one of the darkest days in Connecticut's history. So I just wanted to say we took that first step in the Senate. We have some legislation that is on the cusp, and we can keep fighting. You know, I see moms, dads, aunts, uncles, and so forth. You know, my mom taught me many, many things in my lifetime. She passed 6 years ago at the age of 103. But the two principles that remain with me day in and day out as I travel this journey in the House of Representatives, and that is never give up and don't take no for an answer. And that's what we should, I take that as the courage that I have to make the fight each and every day for what we believe in. And in this case, there is no more noble cause than to fight for those who have been lost and to help save those in the future. Thank you, and God bless all of you. Thank you for being here and for giving us strength. With that, it is my honor and my pleasure to introduce to you truly a force of nature and someone with deep conviction on this issue, as you all are, and that's Kristen Song.